with Bill McNeil. I'm Bill McNeil, of course. Here today we have environment guest, eco-friendly, Mr. Environment, Wesley Barnes. Hey, how you feeling today, Wes?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good. You heard it here first, folks. So we're going to start off. I have a couple questions for you, as you can see. What was the average temperature and typical weather in your region at the beginning of the 21st century?
Well, you see, the average temperature of 2000 through 2019 ranges from 46 degrees to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the temperature has raised 10 degrees higher above the minimum and maximum average. The range is now 56 degrees to 94 degrees. If the temperature doesn't stop rising, the water might evaporate and the earth will become inhabitable. It's like an egg in a microwave, okay?
Here, I'm gonna draw it out.
No, that's what I was saying. It's like an egg in a microwave. If you don't take the shell off, it will explode. And that may happen to the Earth because all of the water in the Earth's systems, in the hydrosphere, will build up enough steam to eventually maybe cause enough damage to the Earth. Okay?
Very interesting. On to question 2. What is the average temperature and typical weather in your region in 2100?
Depending on the number of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the temperature will and can change rapidly. If there's a small number of emissions, it would be a 3.5 degree temperature rise. With no emissions, the temperature increases by 6.5 degrees. With high emissions, there could be an increase of 7.5 degrees. The temperature is still rising regardless of the emissions. The temperature is now 70 degrees. If the temperature has risen slightly since 2018, it is 21.8 degrees higher than the 48.2 degrees back then.
What actions have people taken to prevent global warming? Did those actions have any effect on the global climate?
People clean up the environment more and use a lot of recyclable materials. Companies are starting to use biodegradable boxes for everyday products like food. California banned plastic straws, so you now have to use a reusable straw. Scientists are also looking for more healthy gases and products. We have planted more vegetation to take carbon dioxide out via photosynthesis. The overall carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has gone down. This extra vegetation has caused a positive feedback loop of sped up deer growth. The hunters have been given permission to hunt year round. There has also been a negative feedback loop as well. The plants are taking away the carbon dioxide while combustion keeps adding it. This loop is keeping systems stable. They've also started turning to clean energy. More windmills have been built. There are a lot more of hydroelectric plants now, and a lot of houses use solar panels instead of being connected to power plants.
Question 4. Did any other factors change the climate or prevent it from changing?
People have cleaned up the garbage and the environment. This keeps our surroundings cleaner. It also happens when people minimize the number of greenhouse gases. This helps the environment and the changing climate. They have invented and since perfected this cloud seed. This lowers the albedo and creates more precipitation. They only use it in cities with droughts and various large farms. The cloud seed has helped vegetation grow for carbon dioxide reduction.
Interesting.
Part 2.
On to part 2. Have humans attempted to establish a colony on Mars by 2100?
Yes, all the advancements have allowed for travel to Mars and back for some years now. We have taken portable habitats, as we call them, to try to establish a colony. We've already established an operation there. We hope it will look like this someday.
Question 2. If not, why was it too challenging to attempt?
Well, you see, 20 years ago, the long journey was dangerous. Some asteroids have bumped and crashed into the rocket, causing damage to the habitats and the vessels they were on. The vessel and its contents were no good, so we left it at Mars.
Oh, filming? Okay, part 3. If so, how did it work out? What have been the greatest challenges the colony has faced? And how have they been resolved?
We have faced challenges such as food shortages, water shortages, storms, rocket damage, and more. The food and water was the priority, but the supply ship arrived just in time. So no one passed out due to dehydration or died from starvation. So that's great news. We reinforced the hulls of the rockets and made the habitat stronger and more durable, and added escape pods.
Anyways, it was great having you here today,
Yeah.
Mr. Barnes.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Yeah, so you can leave now. Get out.
Okay.
Leave. Faster.